reason behind him why he resigned. To me, if I was him, I would resign if I have a little complication with the cabinet, but I would never resign going for an international appointment. It is based on two things. Either the appointment that he's looking for, you must served as a Minister of Justice in your country. This is the way I'm thinking. When that term limit reach, he redubbed. That means he doesn't have the contract hurt. This is my personal. You ask me. Because me, there would be no job on earth. Even if they pay me $1 million an hour. I'm not saying per day, an hour, they pay me $1 million. I will never leave my country. Especially this country is in a crucial how you call it, time. Him being you came, you established Janet Commission.
Yes.
And I told the Janet Commission, Lasola.
Yes.
Okay.
You had said
okay.
that.
You come, you establish TRRC. I ain't going to say nothing about TRRC until it finished. You come again, you said human rights, establish human rights. And those human rights, they want to impose the criminal ideologies to us, which is homosexuality. I don't understand. Him leaving, resigning for the new position. And that position, I make thorough investigation. If you are resigning that job, been appointed by the United Nations, how you call it, Secretary General, to have that position, you must serve as a Minister of Justice in your country. So when that click, he resigned. To me, at the beginning, it was an objective. And it was not objective, it was a personal interest. That's why I know him. He's a good guy. He respects his parents. He's from a rich family. So why are you leaving your country after establish all these good things for international appointment? I'm asking a question. Why?
No, what he advanced was personal reasons without going into the specifics. But there are other, arguments or feeling out there that he resigned because of the sustained criticism and the sometimes insults that, quotas that come from quotas. Really, that is why he couldn't bear that. The fact that you have a lot of people criticizing him almost every other day.
Mr. Njai, a concerned, responsible, indivisible citizen. Rasulullah, I'm not preaching. My role model is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They call him as a madman. He's a soothsayer. They call him all kind of names, but the man was working for the betterment of mankind. They insulted him. Yes. If you cannot be talked about, if Mr. Honorable, ex-honorable minister buys my brother, if you are saying personally because they're insulting you, then you don't love Gambia at heart. Be ready. If you're scared of being talked about, then don't take that position.
If you, what someone would say, if they can't stand the heat in the kitchen.
And then you leave the kitchen.
You gotta leave the kitchen.
But a real man will never leave the kitchen because that kitchen is where we cook the super kanja so that we can be eating. Are you sure what I'm saying?
Yes.
But to me, I have high regard for him personally. But when it comes to objective, I don't play. Why are you resigning? To me, do respect Mr. Honorable Ba. Come back. Even if you resign, because you have a little hit with the cabinet, form your own political party. But GAP is welcoming you. Come. Let's join hands.
You want him to join your party?
It's not my party, our party. Gambian party. The party doesn't belong to me. I'm the founder, but it doesn't belong to me. Let him come and join GAP. We join hands and we develop our country rather than going to the United Nations. For what? So do respect. May Allah guide him and may Allah touch his heart so that he can resign.
So now what do you have to say about the president settling in for Mr. Dauda Jallo as his replacement?
Well, Mr. Dauda Jallo, the Dauda that I know, the Honorable Dauda that I know, the man is concerned, response indivisible. If they don't want to listen, he's a straightforward. If the government doesn't want to listen to him and he want to establish a proper, he will resign too. I'm telling you. He don't compromise the betterment of Gambia. That's why I was so happy when they replaced Honorable Dauda after Ba left. I was saying our justice system will be regulated pretty soon. Because the man is ethic. He knows I'm not praising him. I know him. I know him. He's a good guy. He's loyal. He loves Gambia at heart. But I'm worried, Mr. Honorable Dauda, I know you. If I wouldn't be surprised if this government are not straightforward, you resign. I predict it now.
He will resign.
But he will resign until the President Barrow, like I always advise him, The surrounding must be cleaned. The couple of thieves has to go. And the real people will come. When he does that, even Batchilly, and as I work with him, I'll give him a political advice.
You've never, I've tried, but without any success. These corporate thieves, I've asked you, who are these corporate thieves?
They know themselves.
But you don't say it. I think you should say it.
My brother,
who are these corporate thieves?
The right time will come. The right time will come. At the right moment, I will mention the ministries, the institutions.
Because sometimes people think that Mr. Batchilly is not serious at all. Mr. Batchilly would come and say, okay, there are ministers who would steal government money or public funds and buy houses in Dhaka. People will say Batchilly should come out with that evidence. You cannot sit on that evidence.
I don't speculate, but I calculate. I don't just talk. I don't talk because I want to talk.
That's not you.
That's not me. Some of the ministers, you know, before coalition, some of them were renting. They don't even have money. They know themselves. I don't need to mention names. When I'm ready, I'll just mention the institution. It's up to the president to put the eagle eye on them. An independent eagle eye, which are invisible, will regulate the whole system, like I said, 90 days. We screen them from A to Z, Argentina to Zimbabwe. Make sure those people are screened, no compromise. Will they wearing it? You come, you tell them, I know what you're doing, and they will let you go. But if you insist, and we will expose you.
But this screening that you're talking about, who is going to do that? If it were a GAP government, who is going to do this?
We'll have a governing council.
That governing council, what if you mistakenly appoint people that are really not cleaning themselves? How can those people
clean? Governing council, I'll be the chairman of the governing council. And when I screen you, when it comes to objective,
there wouldn't be no leakages.
No. When it comes, I'm not some. I don't screen you because of personal. If you want to go drink, that's none of my concern. If you want to go cheat, that's none of my concern. If you want to fornicate, but I'm talking about the development of the country. I'm the chairman. I'll be the chairman of the governing council, and each governing council will screen you. You will even know that, man. If I mess up, I'm going to Janjambure. I'm going to screen you with Ligue. Let's not compromise for the betterment of the country.
But Mile 2 is a harsher prison. No, why are you taking them to Janjambure?
Is far from the... When we put you in Janjambure, it will take a long distance for the family to visit you. And our punishment will be...
But the punishment is about family. It's about the person who committed the crime.
But my brother, let's be honest. Governing council is the supreme body. It's the supreme body of an institution where you use people who fear God, people who love the country at heart, people who got good heart, people who want to. You know, there's Gambians here, they have excellent heart. They don't compromise when it comes to Gambia. And those people, we will scout you. We will scout you. As a president, I'll come. As a governing council, as a whoever love Gambia at heart, respect Gambia, want to see the betterment of Gambia, come. We need this position as the chairman of the governing council. While the president, under the ticket of God, he has his cabinet. The governing council will screen that cabinet, minister of justice, minister who, before even the president hire you. Then when we screen you, we say, Mr. President, Minister Lamin Jai, who is the best, or Lamin Sise is the best for the Minister of Justice. Ibrahim Silla is the best for Minister of Information. Nangam, don't let them build the whole cabinet is full. And those governing council are watching the president and the cabinet. Any single movement, we are training. That's how the government go. You see, I see that system a little bit with Rwanda and the late President Thomas Sankara. So Gambia need, not only Gambia, the whole anti-Africa need a governing council. And then the local language, President Kabilo. We call it the President Kabilo. President Kabilo, each region, the KMC, the Banjul, the West Coast, the CRR, the LRR, URR, and how you call it, North Bank. Those are we call Kabilo President, where we change into governing council. Why do we need this European language? Let's use an African language our people to understand us. Democracy, due respect. It's not us. Gablet government, governing council, Chairman Batchilly is the governing council chairman with the teams around me. We will tell the president what to do, the cabinet and the discommunal council. And we are rich. Why we always beg? Why are we begging? When we have the river Gambia, we have the black sand, we have the white sand. Our soil is the best for rice cultivation in the whole entire West Africa. best for rice, best for groundnut, for cotton. Look, we have the cotton company in URR. Why won't you, as government, we will empower Gambian entrepreneurs, both business, both men and women, give them incentive. I would like to work with foreigners. The chicken that we're eating, we are eating $1.5 billion worth of chicken per month. Google it. Who are bringing it? I respect Lebanese. I have no problem with them. But I want Gambians to, instead of importing, let's make our own local chicken here. To open a poultry farm, an advanced poultry farm, it costs about $6 million. Now, if the government doesn't have the money, let them call Gambian businessmen and women. Look, I want you guys to, we are coming here to stop, how you call importing chicken. You understand? So now come, Mr. Jallo, Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Sise, we as the government, we will give you the power, we will give you the know-how, how much money you have. These people, they say we have 4 million. The government will put 2 million. They became a partner with the entrepreneurs of the Gambians. We bring our local farm chicken, no more importation. Commercial farming, they know buy tukup, they know buy fidi, they know buy corn. Yes. And then we engage our youth who love farming, both men and female, empower them. Yes. Our local women who are doing the vegetables, yes, give them equipment, storage all over, yes, proper bowl. And look, we don't need rain. Gambia rainy season is about 3 months. We have the best water in whole entire West Africa. Yes. Irrigation farming. Yes. Every three months we harvest. We call our youths, help them, empower them. We have a skillful center. Kubuga neka farmer, yes, you come, we teach them, we give you the incentive. Kubuga neka doctor, yes, we teach you, we give you the incentive. Yes. Still our kids are graduates, starting from the age of 10, from school. Yes. So we'll ask them, are you with me, Mr. Jai? We'll ask them what you want to be on the whole entire school. Do practical and theoretical. They will teach you by the age of 18, you have two knowledge, bureaucracy knowledge and skillful knowledge. But you know what's our problem? We don't believe in ourselves.
You don't believe in ourselves?
We don't believe in
ourselves. And a gap-led government intends to change that.
We will sensitize it. That's why we will start from age of 2. The flag. Gambia mo manyor. Gambia lafta Gambia la. Gambia la buga. Lahi Gambia. Anywhere you go, even the toilet, you see the flag there. From the age of 2, we put. I'm urging all Gambians to put flag in the, especially the toilet.
Nationalism.
Nationalism, citizenship, not nationalism. Citizenship. Everywhere you see the flag, from the toilet to the bedroom to the living room, everywhere.
Do you intend to add that in your campaign, slogan, Operation Nationalism?
Operation Citizenship.
Citizenship.
Operation Citizenship. You understand, Mr. Njai? So do get you telling a whole flag and you know you are Gambian.
Gambian.
Then the love will come. So when Gaplet God enlighten you, the moment you see the enlightenment, Fofla love the new. And when love comes, understanding comes. When understanding comes, patience comes. When patience comes, unity comes. But Gambians, they're scared of new things. They even tell Batchilly that from big mouth. And Batchilly does...
not just big mouth. Some people, they say, okay, Batchilly is in fact a comedian. Are you a comedian?
Well, these people, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is bigger than Batchilly and his whole entire mankind. They even insulting. The man is in 6 feet in Medina Munawara. They insulting him today. You know what? Human being, they don't want reality. Surah Munafiqun is not for the disbelievers. It's for the believers. Believers. You see, white folks. You see, the white folks, you see, the Western people, there's one thing I respect them. When they say they want to do something, they believe in themselves. I want the Africans. We are the richest continent on earth. We're not poor. Our soil is 95% iron. But I want to echo, like look at the echo. ECOWAS monetary reform. We don't need IMF loan. The 15 countries in West Africa is richer than the United States. The 16 country or the 15 country in West Africa combined with their resources, we are far richer than the United States. We are far more popular than the United States. Our people are intelligent. I'm not saying they're intelligent than the United States people, but we are competent in anywhere I go. So why won't you make eco monetary reform? We print our own money. We give loan to each other. We help each other. We empower each other. And we decided Gambia will be the only one that will supply the whole entire 15 country with rice. Because our country, our soil is the best for rice. Then say with Senegal, it's good for zircon. We supply the whole entire, we trade, and then we trade with the European Union, the American Union, the America, the Asia. We work with them because they need the product that we have. We don't want them to donate us. The raw material will stay in Africa. Our raw material will process it and sell it to them. If they need the raw material from us, so that they can process for their people, we sell the raw material standard, the global standard. But the Europeans don't want to see us like this.
They don't want that.
They don't want to see us. So to us to do that, we Africans, we have to unite. No joke, no compromise. That's why sometimes I don't want to come to media, because they know Batchilly don't joke when it comes to Africa. I keep telling you, I'm ready to die.
You're ready to die?
I'm ready to die for Gambia and Africa.
But why would you die?
You know why?
Why would you die?
Because certain things, if you are a threat to their interests, they will call you names. Operation New Mom Sumbopa. I'm telling you, West Africa, we are richer than the United States. They're now more intelligent than us. Why would West Africa? That's what's eco monetary form. We print our money. We have the gold. We have the diamond. 50% of the cocoa, that's with chocolates, coffees in the whole entire world. 50% supply is from West Africa, Côte d'Ivoire. The French call Côte d'Ivoire, the English call Ivory Coast. We supply, we produce 50% of the production, the raw material. Huh? You come to Guinea, the Firestone rubber that they make tires in Liberia. America signed with Liberians. Do we need them? But we need each other. They need us, we need them. They are more advanced in technology. So now, we will send our kids who are scientists. We have many scientists in Gambia. We have many scientists in West Africa. We scout them. We support them. We send them to international school. When they come, they start building schools here to teach our young kids. Political management. But we have political greeds.
Political greeds.
Political greeds. They are puppet to the West. Because they want to stay in power. So they say, okay, we'll help you stay. You can even kill your people. We will not say, because give us the raw material. On the Gablet government.
When the Gablet government...
Whoever compromise the interests of Gambia and the interests of West Africa. That's why ECOWAS, the old people, I respect them. They need to step aside. From Papa Buhari.
Yes.
I respect him. He's a visionary. Let him step out. There's young kids in Nigeria. Let him groom them. The capital must be the youth. I have Gambians who are in Ghana. I have Gambians who are in Nigeria. I have Gambians who are in the Europeans. In West. They are competent. All they need to see a competent leader who's ready, not academically, who love Gambia, who love Africa at heart. They will sacrifice. That's why I respect the diasporas. Buleng hall nit jukwam, hall at the competence of the man. Batchilly, billahi.
But Jiko's character is very important.
Character.
It's critical.
Okay.
It's critical.
I love that word. You see,
character is one of the most important things. You cannot. Yes.
Character is very important.
Yes.
Even Allah says in the Quran, "Isa Muhammad in."
And now you are saying bull hall nit ki Jiko.
Yes, I like that word. I'm not saying you come always and expose your bad character in front of everybody. Allah said, "Wala taqrabu zina." He said, "Do not even come near." He said, "Don't do it." He said, "Bulko jegeng."
Yes.
But need you go there. Ya la sutura ñu. Su fekkee góor dañoo biir.
Yes.
If men will get pregnant.
Yes.
Boy, kasako case mo joge fofu. So with that character, when I mean, don't look at the character. Everybody has juko.
Yes.
Don't expose your negative character in outside, but expose your positive character.
Yes.
With your skill.
But that's still.
Okay, Gambia, we can see somebody who got proper skill. He made a little mistake, New Yahako. No, my father told me, if it's like that, if Allah will screen us, if Allah will screen us, even you need to be doing Arjana.
But this is a man who had never sinned.
Huh?
This is a man who had never sinned.
There's
So
no human,
why
there's
you
no
say
human,
that he would not enter heaven?
There's no human being who doesn't make a mistake. Amutfa, you need to be sallallahu with the highest regard. With the highest regard.
Mr. Batchilly, be careful. That can be blasphemous. Be careful.
I will kill myself when I put something wrong to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Billahi tallahi. I love him more than my parents. But he's a human being. He's a human being.
Away from that.
He's a human being. I don't
that.
mean he made a mistake. He might make, but he's a human being. But he's a perfect human being within human beings. But within Allah's eye, he's not perfect. If Allah will screen each and everybody at a second, no one will escape, man. The ulamas, the highly educated people that listen to me, they know I'm telling the truth. Blasphemy Rasulullah, let Allah kill me 700 times and burn me. I love that man. I would die for him more than even my parents. So come back to square one. Echo West Africa monetary fund. We need to print our money. We don't need that, man. You see,
we don't need no white man to be printing our money.
No, we don't need it. Do you want to tell me are we stupid? No. Is English our language? To be honest, me, I don't love to speak English. Oh, I want to speak my African language.
And your English is the American English.
There's no people who know me. This is the way I talk since I was a kid. I never say America before. Now me, they talk like this. This is the way I talk. It's not an American accent.
That's what a lot of people, the greater consensus.
Correct. The greater consensus. This is not an American accent. This is my Batchilly accent. It's not an American accent. Why should I imitate people? This is the way I talk. People who went to school with me.
People really don't know.
Yes, people who went to school with me. Yes. People who went to school with me when I was elementary, from primary 1. I did my primary 1 at St. Teresa's Primary. And I did from 1, from 2, from 3, St. Augustine. They know this is the way I talk. People who knows American accent, they will know Batchilly doesn't have it. Batchilly have a beautiful accent that attracts people. You understand? My brother, I'm not educated.
Yes.
But I'm a state, I travel.
Yeah, you've traveled, really.
I talk to people who are well experienced in any kind of field.
Now let's shift the conversation. Let's look at other issues also. The president, what we have seen is on the 7th of this month, declared a new state of emergency. I mean, from the look of things, there is no end in sight when it comes to the president declaring state of emergency again and again and again. What do you have to say about that? The fact that you have this crisis, there is no end in sight, and the government appears to be running out of options, really, in terms of the way and manner it is going about handling the crisis.
Mr. Njai, like I told you, if the institutions are not regularized, everything will drop out. Due respect to borough government, like I told you, let them screen that government proper. They're not ready for serious business. Because if you are ready for serious business, why are you just extending for what? So I don't want to even get into the.
What would you have done?
We will follow the standard that we need. There will be independent bodies. When this COVID-19 happen, immediately we'll call the independent bodies who knows. There's experienced people who knows how to handle this COVID-19. Call them emergency meeting. The governing council will be there watching. You never had governing council, man.
No, I've had governing councils. In other climes, maybe they would use the word governing council.
The governing council is the supreme,
especially in Islamic countries.
Yeah.
They have these governing councils.
That's why they're succeeding. Like Malaysia, Iran, they don't play.
But this is not an Islamic country, so don't go and import Islamic ideology or ideas.
You know what?
It's not an Islamic country.
But let me tell you something. There's nothing on earth that does not govern by Islamic rules. Even in the West, they might apply some rules like trespass. You know trespass? Yes. Surah An-Nur says trespass.
Yes.
It's an Islamic rule. This was mentioned 1441 before the Western.
Before the West,
this was there. Any rules that you think of on earth, it was there 14 years before even the new democracy. We call it new democracy. To me, new democracy of what? Man-made Lord. For me, I believe the Creator Lord, and I'll follow what is good for our people. Now, come back to the COVID-19 issue. Going to how you call it, this emergency extension, Mr. President. But with due respect, I respect you, my elder brother. You're my president. Why won't you talk to the right people? Let them help you. But right now, they're in a mess.
So Barrow is not talking to the right people.
I believe 100%, man. You know, if you sweet talk, a leader must listen and act proactive. A leader calculate. A leader listen. A leader, when he hits, he must be right. Babili Mansa, Kekendo. I don't support him. If it was him, if Babili was in power, COVID-19 would be, if the whole wide world would respect him.
But this is what is so special in Babili? This is a crisis that the whole entire world is struggling to deal with. Look
at Senegal, how they're handling it. Look at Ghana, how they're handling it.
But the crisis is worse in Senegal.
But the crisis, even if it was in Senegal, we learn.
What is there to learn?
But we watch, this is Africa. We learn from each other. I love to learn from you as an African brother, then go international to learn from them. Ghana, look at, people they send other people out of their rents, complaining, and those people used to work the laws. They come to me, help me for their rent, please help me my rent. Please help me with this, help me this. I said, my brother, I'm not a banker. The small I have, I share with them. I'm not a bank, rather. Yes. You understand? Yes. I share the little thing. But if the government sit down, said, now make sure when you buy $100 cash for, let it last for 4 days. Are you with me?
You just mentioned NAWEC. Yes, go ahead.
I'm just saying, yes. When you buy cash for $100 for the less privileged, my main concern is less privileged, man. Boy, less privileged are the one run after Barrow and his cabinet. Some of them lost their husband. Some of them lost their wife. Huh? Some of sacrifice to make sure they want to bring a new change. Yonga ega fofu yako niso bila do. Yapa bunebi nga koleka. Convoy munge down. Masses are there. They don't even afford to have $100. Come on, man. You call that a leader?
That's not a leader.
No, that's something else.
So that's what Barrow is doing.
Well, if Barrow can really, that's why if Barrow can borrow me for 90 days, man.
If he can borrow you for 90 days.
90 days. While he's still.
Where do you even find that? Where a president will step aside and borrow someone else to run the country for 90 days.
I love that word. I will meet Barrow 3 o'clock in the night with my governing council team. When I say my governing council team, you have Minister of Justice in that governing council. You have Minister of Trade in that governing council. You have Minister of Agriculture. All this we meet him 3 in the night with our plans. When we lay that to him, he reads it proper. We teach him. He goes to the cabinet. He implements that. The whole government will run after him. Behind him. That's why I borrow me 90 days. I'll show you the lie. If we fail, take all my governing council, including me, to Janjambure.
Janjambure, but not mile 2. You don't want to go to mile 2.
No, Janjambure is far.
You don't want to go to mile 2.
I'm talking about Janjambure is far. You see, Mr. Jai, you see, people who know me, sometimes I wanna cry. I hold it. You know why? My man,
you don't have to cry. No, what you gotta do as a political leader, I'm even speaking American English there. What you have to do is to, as a political leader, is to bring on board your ideas. There is nothing stopping Mr. Batchilly, for example, from meeting the president.
I met him, sir. Let me cut you off for a minute. I met him. That was last year. I sat with him. This was private meeting. That was not public meeting. I swear he don't listen to me.
But what did you tell him?
I tell him we can restructure the game.
But did you tell him how?
But he doesn't.
It's about telling him how to go about it.
He doesn't ask me. He said he will call. Let's meet again. He never called. You know why? You know what? This is my own thinking. You know why? They know, surrounding knows. They know Batchilly. If he's around him, I don't work for him. I will never work for him. I will never work with him, but I will help him. You know why? If Barrow fails, we all fail. If Barrow succeeds, it's going to good for GAP. So next government is GAP. Through us, we lead, or unity government, we be involved in the GAP. It will, at least he does a little cut of his term. But those surrounding, they were hungry. Yes. They take left and right to feed themselves. And then they will never allow anybody come next to him to tell him the truth. And I'm urging Mr. President, I want you to listen to me, Mr. President. Listen to me proper. If you want to succeed, come to GAP. You come to Gap. We ain't going to. You come to Gap. When I say you come to Gap, I respect as a president. Listen to the advice of Gap. We will show you the ways. That's why I said, borrow me 90 days. When I structure his government, we step aside. We watch him. When we go to election, he will run after us.
But that don't happen anywhere. That arrangement.
It will happen. You know why? This is a coalition government. It's not MPP government. It's all entire Gambia voted for him. So all entire Gambia has the right to join him to help him.
But the whole entire Gap, but the trust was given to him, not Gap. So how can you take trust that was given to you by the Gambian people, and then that trust you go and temporarily give it to Gap? Who does that? You don't have that anywhere.
Yes, I like what else is our president. He's not serving the coalition. He's serving even Gap. When I go international, yes, Batchilly, Secretary General, and the party leader of Gambia Action Party. Are you with me? But who's your president? I cannot say I'm the president. Who's your president of Gambia? President Adama Barrow. He's serving Gap. He's serving UDP. He's serving all political parties. He's serving all the Gambians. Are you with me? So it is our privilege, it is our concern to help him to succeed. Allah says, a true believer, whatever you wish for yourself, I wish him to succeed. Barrow don't understand me. If Barrow understand Batchilly, I'm not saying give me position. I don't need no position from him.
You don't need no position?
No! I'll give him political manager with my governing council. When we need something about Minister of Justice, Minister of Justice.
What if Barrow appoints you and says, okay,
I like that question.
What if Barrow appoints me and says, okay, Mr. Batchilly, I want to hand you this ministerial role. Would you take as a way of going and helping him?
Okay. That's a very critical question.
What is so critical about it?
You see, when I take that job as a ministry, people might think I'm working for him. I'm working for my country. I will suspend that job, but I will help him with brilliant ideas to control that job, to help him out. Now, if you want to ask me...
You mean you will not take?
No, I won't take. You know why? You know why?
Yes, why?
Okay. If I take the job, it's like I'll compromise my integrity.
How are you going to compromise your integrity?
Okay. Now,
when you have the solution really to the problems, problems confronting the country.
That's
when you have those, how are you going to...
I don't need to be minister to help him. Let him come. He said, Batchilly, I'm confused here. He sent his people, they pick me up. I come with my governing council. I said, which department? I'll ask him which department. If he said, I need a department of Minister of Lands, I will fix him for him now.
You have the solution.
Solution. You know why? 22% of our land are sold to the foreign. Prime areas. You give it to what? Do you want to tell me Gambians are not competent to rule that country? That's the land? That's why I tell him to screen all his ministries, all the institutions. Let him put his eagle eye from the ministry. If I was Barrow right now, I tell start with Minister of Lands.
You would have sacked him.
No, I'm minister.
You would have sat with him.
I would have sit with him.
What did you say?
I said let him start screening the ministry.
He would have started with the Ministry of Lands.
Thank you. From there, let him check Minister of Finance. From there, I will tell him what to do. Independent body will be ready, no compromise. Doing where he can, fofu, they will know the truth will come.
Where are you going to get these people, this independent body, independent people? Where are you going to get them?
In Gambians, they will be Gambians, born Gambians, raised in Gambia.
And you think these people would be independent enough? People with the highest...
If they know the know-how. They know the know-how, proper. Even some of them, president knows them.
Yes.
Some of them, the president knows them. But the circulation around him.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
The people around him, they are sharks. When they bite you, they cut you off, they run away. Are you with me?
I am.
Okay. Now what I'm telling you, I'm urging Mr. President, if you wanna your term and you live legacy during your term, come talk to GAP. We will help you free of charge.
Without any condition at all.
My brother, how can I condition with my
What do you make of his, sacking of the Nawek boss?
Well, I like that word. He knows. He's trying. I'll stop there. The president is trying. I think he starts seeing the light. They are listening to me. They are listening right now. They know what I'm saying. They know what I'm saying. Go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. I want you to give me, what do you have to say about that? Give me your opinion.
My opinion is that I don't know the boss of the former MD, but the decision that he made, I totally agree with it. That's what I'll stop.
You agree with it?
I would agree with it, definitely.
For Alpha Robinson to be removed?
Yes.
But let's also talk about the way and manner the president does it. Because sometimes he appears a little hesitant when it comes to firing. People say he goes about firing people left, right, and center. But now they do it very, cunningly. What they would do is, you are redeployed. They will not even mention the word, you are terminated from, for example, say NAWEC. They will just say, the letter say, okay, I am directed, executive decision has been reached for you to be redeployed, to please hand over. That is how they do it. And they will not even say, this decision, who really pulled the trigger? What do you have to say about that?
That's coalition government. If it was a goblet government, they would say it's from the president.
They will say it from the president. But why can't the president be bold enough to put his name there to say, I am firing you because of A, B, and C? Well, why would it be so difficult for the president to play hide and seek?
I don't know about that much. When I sit with him, I will ask him that question. I boldly love to ask Mr. President, proactive leader. We need a proactive leader. Go ahead, sir.
We need a proactive leader. Also, what we have seen is the National Assembly. That is where this wrangling is taking place. You have these MPs fighting over a piece of legislation. You are a political party, and I'm sure maybe in future you would want your officials to win elected offices in this country. And this piece of legislation that they are rowing over,
such as
the legislation, the Local Government Act. You have an MP that is sponsoring this bill for the Local Government Act to be amended. That way it will grant greater freedom and independence to officials. Let's say if you have someone who is GAP, wins an office, he would not be directly tied to the party, but instead he would be in a public office where or whensoever he does something that the party doesn't agree with. Even if you sack him from the party, he will not lose his elected office. Right now, that law, what it says is, if you, like in the case of Sirifo Sonkov Bikama, area council, if your party sacks you, automatically you lose your office, your post. What do you have to say about that as a political leader? Do you think, because what is happening now, you have UDP MPs plus a few other MPs here in pockets, maybe one APRC and one EDG, that are saying that really they don't agree. They are opposing the bill, really, that law be changed. That way people can have their freedom, and when they are in office, they can do whatever they want without this fear of their party dismissing them, and then them going ahead to lose their office.
I totally agree with that. You know why?
Yes.
When we elect you to be in the office, you're not serving our party, you are serving the country. Your constituency. That's the country. It's part of the country. Why are you so loyal to the party? Because maybe I'm not, if for example, Mama Kane is the president of Gambia, for example, and I have major seats, in the, but I don't like Mama Kane, God forbid. I love him. I'm just saying an example. So now, if one of my parliamentary member who is a concerned citizen, responsible citizen, he should not be loyal to me because, well, look, Batchilly and Kande fall out, I'm not going to support. No. Me, if it's me, let me throw the bill. Don't be loyal to the party. Respect to the party. If the party secretary general, to me, if the party secretary general is not for the interest of the country, if the interest of my, some leaders, it's for their interest.
Someone is commenting saying this man is fake. Are you fake?
Oh, fake about what? Ask him, fake about what? Fake. That's the highest degree of having, even he's sinning, I forgive him. By using fake, you don't know me, you don't feed me, you don't pay my bills. How can I be fake? But you know what? I take it in a good faith. You know what? I've forgiven him. May Allah grant him understanding to know the truth. To me, it's nothing. Let them even call and insult my parents. I'll drink water. They don't insult my parents, they insult their parents. Fake. Alhamdulillah. I forgive him. Go ahead, sir.
Now, let us talk about the crisis. This is going to be two ways. You have your leader, your flag bearer, your political battle axe, if you like, the man that you are relying on to remove President Barrow, Lamin Bojang, mired in this web, this scandal, and it is having a trickling effect on your party. As a political organization in this country. This nude video purported of Mr. Lamin Bojang that is circulated online. What is happening in your party in terms of managing this crisis?
To manage this crisis is very easy. Number one, let me start the ethics of this nude video. Whoever circulated this video, make sure one day you'll be circulated too, knowingly or unknowingly. Mr. Bojang, he's a good man. He has served the country. He's a father, he's a brother, he's an uncle, he's somebody's father. Any ethical human being, you are in the right sense of your mind. Even if the act is true, even, why are you circulating it? You think you are destroying Mr. Bojang? You are mending him. You are cleansing him. Allah can, even Mr. Bojang has sinned, Allah can forgive him. It can happen to anybody. We will stand with him in solidarity. GAP is here to stand with anybody, not even Mr. Bojang. Bojang is our family member. When this happened, we called for an emergency meeting. That was on Saturday, yesterday. The whole entire SAD showed up. But Mr. Bojang was in a family meeting. He called us, we respect him. He's a man of family. He's a good guy. He's building the biggest mosque in West Coast. Him and his sponsors. The man has served Gambia even 1 second. The man has helped a lot of people. How could somebody use this video to circulate it around the globe?
Yes.
You understand? It hurts me. It can happen to anybody. And whoever is laughing at the downfall of a man, make sure a day will come after you. A day will come for you, in fact. You will have your day. Whoever trying to, even if he does it, I'm using an even if he does it, why are you circulating it? Allah Azza wa Jal says, Wala taqrabu zina. The Creator said, do not even come close to it. And we are doing Allah Sutra. Today, wallahi, today, I took a taxi driver. He was driving me. He dropped somebody's wife and a man in a motel.
How did you know that? How,
Yeah,
what
he's the one who told me. The driver told me. He knows me. The driver knows me. When he dropped at my house, he said, "You know what? I'm leaving my taxi driver business." I said, "Why?"
But that is their problem.
No, I'm using an example. Wait for me a little bit, my brother. Don't cut me off, man. You, my brother. Sorry.
That's sorry.
Yeah. So you understand?
Yes.
So he was mad. I said, "What happened?" He said, "I'm gonna leave my job." I said, "Why?" I said, "Me, you know what?" I said, "There's no money. You know, even me as a business, I'm stopped.
Yes.
My money coming international, it's all club."
Yes, yes.
He said, no. He said, today, when the lady entered in the car, when he turned his back, he saw that lady, somebody's wife. They went to a motel. Allahu Akbar. General Bojang is a good man. Even if he does the act, I use Eve. Why are you circulating? Because of what? To destroy his image? As a political party, as an institution, we call an emergency summit.
An emergency summit of the leaders.
Of the leaders. We
Crunch
all
talks.
called him for 5 hours, from 4:30 to 9:30. We spoke. He could not make it due to, and we give him time. He called. He said, "Please, I'm with a family meeting." I said, "Okay, we will talk." We talked. We agreed. We call another meeting today. Due to the nature, raining, some of the executive members are in Brikama, Buzumbala, it was raining. So he came. 7 of the executives were there. We heard him. He spoke with us. We heard him. We are a democratic ideal. We listen. Allah says in the Quran, when somebody said this, wait for the third party, don't judge. You listen to the third party too. If 2 people are fighting, if I'm fighting with you, and this man come and complain, let me hear from you. We heard him. We're going to give him 48 hours. The party is doing this independent job, independent investigation. When we heard him, we will do our, and he's doing this independent investigation to make sure he's clean. He said he's clean. We're giving the benefit of doubt until benefit turn into doubt. But for now, we're giving him that benefit. He's our family member. We will never leave him. He respects us. He cares for us, and he respects the Gambians. Because nudity, and we kick. Do you know how many nudity if Allah unveil? Right now, people are making zina. If Allah unveil,
I see you really have a problem with zina there.
Yeah.
But now,
let me start this easy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go on.
Are you with me?
I'm with you. Yes.
Okay. Coming to that point. Listen to me properly. Coming to that point. I'm not happy, man.
You're not happy.
We'll give him a time. He said, let's give him 48 hours. He's doing his investigation to prove his innocency, and we give him that time. We are doing our investigation within that 48 hours. The verdict will come on Wednesday, and it will come to the public.
But this is coming amid this report that you have in fact taken a decision internally to suspend him.
Who said that to you?
I got this from outside, that people, saying you suspended him.
People talk. They tell people, Batchilly, they arrest me.
No, we'll get your
own. This is an example.
We'll get your own.
But what I'm saying, people say we suspended.
Yes.
Well, that's not. Whoever want to talk, so let him say. We go and give him time. He came. We heard about him today. He gave us. He pleaded was to give him 48 hours. He'll prove his innocency. We will. We're not rushing. This can happen to anybody. He doesn't commit a crime. This is personal life. Even though a personal life can be jeopardized because he's a leader. You understand? This magnitude of allegation is not easy. So we listened to him. We heard him. That's why we call another emergency meeting on Wednesday. The whole executive representative. We will have him again. He brings evidence. So when we look at the evidence, if it's convincing, we will. If it's not, the party will take his decision under the constitution of the Article 8 of Gambia Action Party. Will deliver.
You will deliver. What does Article 8 say?
Article 8 says in this act, in these things, if this thing happen, and then we hear both parties, you understand, the executive versus the flag bearer, and then we know that he's not innocent. That article, what he says, you will know it on Wednesday.
And now, this is also coming at a time when just July 4th or 5th, he represented your party at a debate on Paradise TV. And this is just coming a week or so after that.
3 days. No,
3 days.
July 4th July 4 was Saturday.
Was on a Saturday, yes.
5th Sunday, 6, 7 this happened. Like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday this happened.
So the timing, some suggestions, speculation are there that are in fact some political forces behind this. They are doing this to disparage his reputation, so that he will just be, his career he'll just be off in terms of politics.
If any political forces behind him, behind this, if you are fooling yourself, you will be exposed. You will be exposed. I didn't say that. It's the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith, whoever exposes a Muslim. The only time you expose a Muslim, when a Muslim want to challenge the Sharia and the Sunnah, we expose you. But as a human, personal life, we're born, you want to expose, you will be exposed. And you know what's the funniest part, Mr. How you call it, Mr. Njai? If this happened to any political party, for example, God forbid, yes, I, Batchilly, will come right away and make a statement that we are standing with you in solidarity.
Yes.
But none of them, people are laughing,
yes,
people are saying, people are talking rubbish, people are saying everything. I'm urging all leaders. Let me start from my father. My father is Abu Hussein Dabo, Uncle Halifa, my Fati, Honorable Big Brother Kande, all political leaders. We should join hands together and fight a law that our leaders should be respected.
Yes.
Our leaders should be shown respect.
Yes.
They should join. If anything happened to Abu Hussein in this magnitude, all the leaders should go to Abu Hussein's house and say, we don't know what is true, but we stand with you in solidarity. Then our followers, UDP followers, GAP followers, GDC, APRC, they will say, wow, our leaders are united.
What is the lesson there to learn for political leaders in this country since this has happened?
This can happen to anyone. Any human being. No one is above test of Allah. This can happen. Don't ever laugh at anybody downfall. Let me tell you about Honorable Bojang. He's a good man. I interact with him. You know, sometimes me and him we joke. You know, we are companions. Okay, he gave me.
You want Bojang?
Yeah, the man is good.
But what do you also have to say then about these claims that there is this small rift between you and him? Because what has happened is that I think he went on freedom when these things started coming out that Batchilly is a fraud. Batchilly has been going about duping people. Really, he came on freedom and some of the things that he said there.
Wow.
But he doesn't want to associate himself with a fraudster, a 419er.
Wow.
You know, and when this was coming amid this whole thing around your head, how is your relationship like? You and
I never heard of that. People tell me, but I don't intend to believe it.
Do you mean you didn't see an article on the Freedom
I read
where Lamin Bojang is talking about you?
About me?
Yes.
No, I never seen it, man. But if he does that, I forgive him. If he does, I forgive him. You asked me, I will ask him today. I said, sir, I heard they asked me a question that you talk rubbish about me in how you call it?
In freedom.
In freedom. If he says that, and it's happened to me
I'm
too.
really sure you didn't see that.
My brother, Batchilly is Batchilly, man. You should know that. Let me take my glasses off, man.
Yes. You want to see me properly?
I want
so
you to see my natural eyes.
You gotta take off the glasses.
Yeah, but I want you to look me in the eyes.
I am looking.
If even Bojang does that, I've forgiven him. I'm not here to compete with him. I have no problem with him. We are so tight. Today, in fact, me and him, we are chatting. We have no problem. If you say that an audio, I'll find out. And if I hear all that, I'll say, brother, I'll take Satan and take you. But please don't say that again. I'll tell him, don't say that. Huh? Yes. No one is above test. Batchilly is not a fraudster. That's why I'm calling international. My name is Musa Batchilly.
You're not a fraudster.
If you said I owe people, I owe, and all of my...
So this,
let me continue. If I owe, I told you Batchilly will even take liability to help people. I will do it till I die.
But does it make sense at all?
It makes sense.
How? How? I don't find any sense in that. My brother, you know, to be going to the police, to be putting yourself, going and taking people's money.
I didn't take no people's money. This is what you're saying. If somebody take a loan, you take a loan, you guarantee somebody, and you became a liability. They don't understand. Having money, understanding money. Do you know how many people they owe me?
But that is not the problem here. The problem here is Batchilly taking people's money. That is the problem here.
Taking people's money in what way?
Well, the most recent report has to do with this woman, this Senegalese lady, who is claiming...
She's a Senegalese lady?
I think they say either she is a Senegalese or the husband, but the...
No, I want to ask you a question. She's a Senegalese lady or Gambian lady? Because she claims she's a Gambian.
She claims a Gambian.
And then if she's holding a Gambian passport and she's a Senegalese, yes, we will investigate that.
But that is not very important.
It's very important.
What is important?
How can somebody with our nationality and is claiming to be another nationality?
No, but what is important? Maybe it's either either the husband or herself. But what is clear is that you sold a house to her, a house that you don't even owned by your brother. You took her money. And all of a sudden your brother pulled out of the deal. He said he was no longer selling his house, and then you got into a huge problem, settling the woman back and giving the money back to the woman. Is that really the case?
Mr. Njai, I told you that last interview. You asked me the same question. I said, Mr. Njai, let me settle certain issue. I'll come exactly 30 minutes for that interview. So I remain.
You remain, but I want
due respect, sir.
Yes.
I remain on that.
You are not discussing this.
No, I'm not afraid to. I would love to discuss that. Let me settle a few issues very soon. When I'm done with that, when I bring my evidence on the table, I'm not rush. Let people talk.
Because what has also happened is that the report that you were arrested and taken to police. That is what also. That is what was also.
I've never been arrested.
Yes. So I find these things very disturbing as a political. That is why
you called me when you heard me. Did you call me?
Yes, I think I spoke with you on the phone.
Yes, but you
that was in public. Gambians didn't, so that is why I want us to use this opportunity.
What I'm saying, I will help you out.
Yes.
I will, when you call me,
yes.
I say I'm in my house. You heard my little daughter say, Dada, Dada. Yes. And then when you come, I say, yeah, I know what you're calling me for. You laugh.
Yes.
You said I'm on arrest. I didn't.
You are not on the
I was not arrested, man.
But what really happened? What really happened?
Mr. Njai, can I give you one beautiful question?
Yes.
Can I ask you one beautiful favor?
Yeah. But yes.
You asked me this question last time.
Yes. How about the police thing? Now forget about the woman and the house, and let's talk about the police thing. Was Batchilly arrested and taken to police, or question what really happened?
I will answer that question of yours when I finish dealing with my issue. With due respect. You are the only man who can ask me that, because we
have this, we
have this here, yes. And I like that.
Yes.
I put my glasses. I want the whole world to look at my natural eyes. This is an artificial glass.
Yes.
Let them look my natural eyes. Very soon, I'll come. Even if I have to buy the airtime for 30 minutes, I'll buy airtime. I'll bring my evidences. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Let's go next, man.
You don't want to talk now.
Mr. Jai, I like my brother, man. Ask the vision that I have for the country.
I think we talked. You said a lot. You said a lot on your visions there.
I will tell them Moringa.
The issue of governing council. You said a lot on your visions there. Quite beautiful.
But let me ask you, Moringa never die.
Yes.
The Mabuga Suma sister, yep, they started never die juice. It's healthy.
Never die juice.
Yeah, more Moringa be. Definitely, it is sellable. It's another creating job.
We don't have much time. I think we have about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want me to do my last talking?
Yes, of course.
My last talking is this: Gambian say the Mabuga ñu unite. Ñu bay defante bi, ñu bay sagante bi, ñu suturante, yahante bi du def dara. Comprendre ma? Ñu dimba ku am skills, ñu dimbalante. Cause dole bi yalla moko mom. If we are here to fight each other, if we don't have mercy for each other, Allah will never bring mercy down for us. Gambians, you know what I'm complaining of? The Gambian in diaspora. Yes. I want you guys to come and we develop our country. Come, join hands, we develop this country. We are losing the track. The sovereignty is gone. Foreign powers are controlling us. No men. Ñu waxtaan ñu dimbal whoever is in power the election ega ñu dem. If it's not complete, we put the right person, the right people in the game. Diaspora si ñëw leen bu leen toog foofu dem in the social media psychological warfare. Media du solve issue nga yaaxa nit nga yaaxa papi nit nga yaaxa yaay nit nga yaaxa nijaay nit. Tomorrow sa nijaay suñ ko yaaxa loolu dem da nga noppi. I want the government to put a law to each and every Gambian should be respected. Yeah, do solo. Su fekkee yàlla mu ñu yaa man naa yow ñu toog fii every day man amade sin. Every day you sin. But the best sinner is the one who repent. Ñu balalante, ñu bugante, ñu dimbalante. This is the last advice I'm giving. Say no to tribalism. Say no to tribalism completely. Say no to nonsense. Let's say yes to citizenship. Gambiano.
Operation Nyayele. Operation ni mom suñu bopa.
Operation Nyayele kabe janja. Operation ñu mom suñu bopa. Operation Gambiano. Lo mo ñoo yobu. And you know when you say Gambiano, Hajan bi dafa re ñu nekk Hajan kat. Gis ngeen Hajan kat liggéey kat la. Because he want to do you have in a positive way.
In a positive way.
I love Gambia. Next government is Gab. Long live Gab. Long live Gambia and Africa at large. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Musa Batchilly there. So that was a casual interview, really, with the Secretary General of Gambia Action Party there today, Sunday. That's it for this chat or interview. Until next time.